100 years from now, what will human life look like? AI will think for us. Quantum tech will predict the future. Aging will become optional. And space will be our second home. This is the journey that sparks your curiosity. And it begins right here on Future Explorations. This is the third episode of the series. Tech innovations that will change humanity the next 100 years. Can we design life, from gene editing to artificial life? If humans can create life, are we becoming gods or engineers? Today, life sciences are evolving from technologies that treat life to technologies that design life. At the center of this revolution are gene editing, synthetic cells, and regenerative organs. We may soon have to redefine what it means to be alive. Gene editing, rewriting the code of life. DNA is the blueprint of life. And now, science has found a way to edit that blueprint with precision. Thanks to the CRISPR-Cas9 gene scissors, first introduced in 2012, we can go beyond simply cutting DNA to removing and replacing genes at exact positions in the genome. In 2020, the first gene editing therapy received clinical approval. And in 2023, a patient with sickle cell anemia in the UK was reportedly cured using CRISPR. What once seemed like science fiction, treating genetic disorders, cancers, and rare diseases, is now a clinical reality. But at the embryonic level, gene editing remains deeply controversial. When Chinese scientist He Jiankui announced in 2018 that he had created the world's first gene-edited babies, Lulu and Nana, the news shocked the entire world. The phrase "life is the domain of God" is now being reinterpreted within the boundaries of science, law, and ethics. Synthetic biology, creating artificial life. Synthetic biology is the science of coding life from scratch. Scientists can now synthesize DNA as if they were printing it and add entirely new functions to living organisms. At MIT and Harvard, researchers have engineered bacteria with synthetic gene circuits capable of detecting cancer cells, sensing pollutants, and even producing antibiotics. In 2010, the J. Craig Venter Institute assembled an entire genome outside a cell and transplanted it into a bacterium, creating the world's first artificial cell, Mycoplasma mycoides JCVI, SYN 1.0. Today, scientists are developing synthetic constructs that function like living cells, blurring the line between what is alive and what is not. Is life simply a machine that can be assembled? Or is it a product of billions of years of complex evolution? Regenerating organs, rebuilding the human body. Organ regeneration is more than just treatment. It is the technology of reassembling life. Stem cell research has advanced to the point where a single skin cell can be reprogrammed into heart, liver, or nerve cells. These are called induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPSCs. And perhaps the most dazzling leap forward is bio-3D printing. In 2021, Israeli scientists 3D printed a miniature heart made from human cardiac cells. In the US, researchers printed liver tissue, complete with blood vessels capable of carrying real blood flow. If this technology becomes widespread, patients waiting for organ donors may instead receive organs grown from their own cells. A true medical revolution. The word incurable may one day disappear from our vocabulary. Designing life, where do ethics go? But designing life is as frightening as it is beautiful. Designer babies, if we can choose eye color, height, even intelligence, where do we draw the line? DIY biohackers. In the US and Europe, citizen scientists are already conducting genetic experiments in community labs. Bioweapons. What if synthetic viruses were misused to create entirely new pandemics? Chimeras. In Japan, the US, and China, researchers are injecting human stem cells into animal embryos. Science advances rapidly, but ethics, law, and philosophy are struggling to keep up. Future scenarios. Near term, 2025 to 2035. Commercial gene editing therapies. Widespread use of bioprinted skin, corneas, and retinas. Synthetic microbes that break down microplastics and purify wastewater. Midterm 2035 to 2050. Customized organ production for personalized transplantation. International ethical laws on embryo editing. Military applications of biotechnology emerge. Long-term 2050 to 2100. Gene combinations that enhance human abilities. Debates over superhumans. Fully synthetic, intelligent life forms. Renewed philosophical debates over what does it mean to be alive? Entering the age of making life. We have now moved beyond saving life into the age of making life. Life is no longer a destiny we are given. It is something we can edit, extend, and even create anew. At this very moment, we are standing at the threshold of the age of designed life. If you've witnessed this beginning, join us for the next step of the journey. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and hit the like button. It's the best way to keep exploring with us. What if we could create energy stronger than the sun itself? In the next episode, Saving the Earth, the future of energy and the environment. We'll continue our journey. Imagine the future, together with future explorations.